All right, I recently got a chance to play The Pursuit of Happiness. Let's talk about it. This is an action selection game. You start off as a teenager and you've got a lot of energy. And with that energy, you get 6 time counters. Now, you can study, play, you spend these time counters to get different abilities or money. You can also take on projects, you can do activities or buy items. And then when you become an adult in the second round, you unlock the ability to find life partners, get jobs, even work overtime. You keep going round and round and round, spending these little tokens to do different activities, to advance certain group projects, to advance life goals, with the ultimate goal of getting the most long-term happiness. You can overwhelm yourself and get stressed, and that will actually reduce the amount you have. And you can go back and forth and try to, you know, do better or live a long, productive life. As you get older, you get more stressed, and then eventually you get to do less things, and then finally, too much stress, you die. And whoever's standing last, they get to finish off the game, and then how well did you live? So mechanically, this is an action selection game. And it's fun because I'm not screwing with you. I'm not here to fight with you. I do my own little thing. You do your own little thing. Maybe I outcompete and get to start writing poetry before you. But other than that, we're not fighting. It is a really interesting little game where I'm just trying to live my best life. You're living yours, and we try to maximize our happiness. So 5 out of 5. Thematically, I lived a fun life. I was a teacher who married a woman who filled me full of hope and happiness and stress, or not much stress. But I was a teacher and I made decent money because I was pretty productive. I started taking up drinking. So I had an exquisite whiskey collection, and I also had a really awesome gaming computer. Uh, my wife helped me to write fan fiction that made tons of money. And then on my last, as I became an old man, I won a reality TV show, and that gave me just enough points to have uh, the most rewarding life. That was the game I played. That was crazy. That was fun. I enjoyed the crap out of it. So thematically, 5 out of 5. I felt like I built a life. Now, the rules. They work, but there's a lot of questions, and there's been rewrites, and the game is supposed to be 60 to 90 minutes, and once you know what you're doing, it is that long. However, the rules here, that first couple turns, holy cow. Um, we were spending, 10 minutes at a crack going to Board Game Geek. This is 3.5. It'll work. You're going to have to make some choices, and you're all just going to have to agree with them. So the rules, they're not great. 3.5 out of 5. Execution. I like this game. The board is awesome. The time tokens are awesome. The resources are awesome. However, it's just an open box. Needs some organization. Also, a tableau would really help here, because you're only supposed to have one job. You only have one partner. If you do, you get more. If you more than that, you get more stressed. If you have too many projects, you get too stressed. But I can have all kinds of items, so that kind of thing would really help. They do have these cards to kind of walk you through, which is good, but they can't tell you everything. So I give it a 4.5 out of 5 for execution. Overall, this is 90%. I enjoyed it. It is a fun game. You tell a life story, but there's some things that hurt it. The rules give better box out setup, and you have a lot better game. But I enjoyed the crap out of it. Pursuit of Happiness, solid game. I'm at Throw Punch Games at Throw Punch G on Twitter, Throw Punch Games on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and Threads. Like, subscribe for a content contest. Thanks for watching.